Hello and good day, good morning, good evening, whatever time it is. I am actually live. I thought I would do a quick sneak peek into the product that I am launching within the next 24 hours. So this is basically a quick sneak peek to my subscribers on YouTube because I thank you for your comments, your likes, your shares, even your constructive posts as well, because that really does help as well. What took me on this journey into creating my own product for social media, for dominating social media, as what I call it, and putting in some steps and secrets in there, is basically well, we're not shown these steps and measures. We are programmed in a way from such a young age that you've got to work hard in school, and from school you go to high school or middle school. From then you go to college, university, and then you end up with £30,000 or $30,000 worth of debt. Now, for some people, that is right. If you want to become a doctor, lawyer, dentist, and vet, there's certain areas where you have to go through that cycle and put yourself through maybe even $100,000 worth of debt. But there's a different way to learning and developing your skills without getting into so much debt within school fees, college fees, whatever that may be. The reason, this is just my opinion, is the reason why you're taking through those steps. You've got to learn hard, learn fast, learn quick. Study, study, study. Is education is a business. This is just my personal thought to it. So education is a business, which is the reason why when you go to college, you've got to pay your fees. You take out huge debts, and then once you are in debt due to your school or university fees, then you are charged interest on that. Now, the reason why I've come to the conclusion that universities are a massive, massive business and probably one of the most profitable businesses in the world is if you are someone who sets up your own business and your business fails, what do? You go bankrupt. Basically, slate's wiped clean. Yeah, you're on the bankruptcy list, but you don't have to pay any of your bills, any of your whatever that may be. But if you had been to university at the same time, your university debts still stand. So they are literally with you till death. Now, to me, going to university and then finishing your degree, you would obviously think you would be guaranteed to get a job. I don't need to go into studies or any reviews. It's basically not a given. So you can literally spend £30,000, $30,000, 3 or 4 years in a course, and then end up working in a supermarket, fast food shop. It doesn't make sense, but we keep doing it over and over and over and over. Why do we keep putting so much money into universities and colleges? Yeah, it's great to socialize, meet new people. You've probably got some great stories about getting drunk and meeting your partner there. So for me, I think it's more about the social aspects of it rather than getting somewhere, because time and time again, you hear about people who don't and can get a job. And the reason why I know this is I have been an international headhunter for close to 15 years. So you name it, I have spoken to many people internationally who have done the MBAs, done the degrees, gone back to universities, spent tens of thousands of pounds in other different courses, but still not generated that job. Now, I'm here not to give everyone the answer, but to offer an alternative. And my alternative is my course, which is how to dominate social media by decoding the secrets to create wealth. Now, you can do one of two things. You can obviously click on the link and go through it and see if it's right for yourself or not, or you can keep going through the same cycles as what unfortunately the majority do, which is get themselves into a huge amount of university and college debt, but then still working. Again, no disrespect to anyone that does work in a call center or does work in a supermarket, but you spend 30,000, 40,000 pounds just to do that, and then go and work in in the job that isn't suited for you. I'd rather have the money in my bank than have the letters behind or beside my name, if that makes sense. But some other people prefer just to have the letters rather than the money in the bank. But that's my thought process. And I did a recent post across, let me just bring it up, across LinkedIn and YouTube as well. And this was basically a really interesting insight. And the title did get a few people coming back to me. I'm just reading it from the phone, by the way, that's why I'm looking down. It was how to become a billionaire by not owning anything. Now you'd think, how the hell can you become a billionaire if you don't own anything? And I'll just walk through the post that I put. Basically, I've just put a post. I've been doing an insane amount of research on who's dominating online digital presence, and I've seen a massive pattern. What we need to start doing is thinking how the big companies were, the large companies who were making huge amounts of profits with very, very low overheads. And we should basically model what they're doing and then scale it in our own way. So if we literally do, 1% of what they've done, you're basically a millionaire, probably more than that. And I'll tell you for why when I mention the companies. So if you think about Uber, obviously the taxi company, taxi hire, they don't own any vehicles at all. So Uber don't own any vehicles, and they're worth over $120 billion. Facebook, obviously the content platform, they don't create any content of their own, but they're worth over $150 billion. Airbnb, room rentals, they own no real estate, that don't own anything at all. But again, they're worth over 40 billion. Booking.com, they own no hotels and they're worth over 13 billion. Don't quote me on these prices, by the way, on the figures. These are just estimates. And then we've got Amazon, says it all. What do Amazon actually make? What do they actually produce, which is very, very little stuff. But then you've got Jeff Bezos, the founder of Amazon. That was just gone to the screen's just gone off. We've got the founder who's himself is worth over $130 billion. That's one man, one person worth over $130 billion by not owning anything at all. Then we've got eBay. They sell other people's products but have no products of their own. Over 36 billion. So hopefully you can see a pattern here. The pattern is that all these companies that don't really own anything, and all the owners are multiple billionaires. So what you need to think about, and what I've been thinking about a lot, is these companies are all digital companies, they're online businesses that literally don't own anything. So I think as a collective, what we need to start doing now is educating ourselves, not in the universities or anything like that, but properly educating ourselves on proper marketing, not doing a marketing course, a marketing degree, because they will just show you the theory, but you need to be doing proper courses on the actual action and learning from people who are making money online. So whether that's from your blog, from YouTube, from affiliate marketing, different products out there, and this is what we should be learning from these people. We should be investing in the books and stories on how these people got to great wealth, rather than just going, oh, I need to get a degree, because unfortunately it's not working. And what's going on in the world at the moment, I think a lot of people will be kicking themselves now who have gone through the college, university process, or programming, as I like to call it, and unfortunately they've got letters after name, but they've not got any financial reward for it. In fact, the opposite, they've got a deficit in their university fees, which will be staying with you until death, unfortunately. So that is my overview on how to become a billionaire by not owning anything at all. It's really, really interesting stuff when you do actually just stop for a minute and just think like a 5-year-old. I've actually done that a lot more now. Just modeled it off, my kids when they were asked the questions, the how, the what's, the where's, the why's, and just keep asking why, what do they own, why have they got there, and really it's mainly to do with data. To be fair, but that's another story that I can go into. I've not even talked about Twitter. I've not even talked about Instagram, and obviously the platform that we're on now, YouTube. These companies are huge. They don't actually really own anything, but the owners of these platforms, companies, they are multiple billionaires. So what I'm going to be showing you on my course is how you can dominate various different platforms by creating wealth for yourself and your family. Or if it's not about wealth, you can just create a new skill. You can teach that skill to your children, to your niece, to your nephew, to your son, to your daughter, to your partner, and maybe even to your parent or even to a grandparent. So if someone's actually retired, um, you can actually do that in your own time, or you can teach it to someone else. Now, I've actually changed the focus of this message because due to what's gone on, I'm sick of hearing about the virus. I'm not going to mention it, but the word, due to what's gone on in that, and due to what's gone on in terms of the racial abuse as well, I've actually changed my message slightly. So it's not just about the entrepreneurs, the social media professionals. It's about every individual person, and I'll tell you for why. So, for example, people that look like me, unfortunately, in some states, some countries, I'm fortunate. I'm in Manchester, UK. I've not really been abused too much, but some people have. And how powerful would it be if you have your own media platform? So this isn't a race thing, and this is more of a voice thing. So just think how powerful you could be if you did dominate social media. And I'm not talking about the money side. I'm talking about the voice side. So if you've got a blog that's up and running, if you've got a good following on your blog, if you've got your YouTube channel up and running, if you've got a good Twitter follower account, if you've got a good Facebook following account as well. So I'm going to be teaching you how to basically get people, or eyeballs as I like to call it, over to yourself, and how you can start creating a platform. Blogging is one of the best platforms out there to start with, because as soon as you do create the blog, it's then posted onto the internet, and it's basically then goes through the world. But I'll go through all that process on my content, and it just basically helps, because if you are in a situation where something happens that's quite radical, which has happened in the news recently, and if you've got that voice, if you've got that platform, you can share it immediately, and then it will go out to thousands, and then it will, one of my favorite words, compound. So you then share that to someone else, and then if you've got 1,000 followers, 10,000 followers, and at least it will get to a fraction of those followers, and you ask them to share it on, and then basically that's how you can spread your word, hopefully for the positive, because once you do start getting a large following, people will expect a certain criteria from you. And I always say, at least get some positive news, get some positive messages out there as well. So like I said, I was going to do a promotion, talking to all the social media gurus out there, and the marketers and the entrepreneurs. Yes, this will still obviously work for you, because that's what it was geared up for. But it's also for people that want to jump onto a platform just to air their voice. So I'll go through helping you with the secrets on social media. Like I said, on YouTube, another big thing is obviously blogging. So even if you feel that you're, got a bit of anger, hate, whatever that may be, and you need to vent, I would say the best way to do it is obviously you can put into a blog, but just be mindful about the words that you're putting down. Obviously, articulating it in a way where it's not coming across as hate, it's not coming across as aggressive, it's not coming across as race related, but you can put it in a way where you are voicing your opinion to basically just help one person. So my um, goal, or not my goal, my basic strategy is just to help one person. As long as this video that I'm posting out now live is just helping one person, that is all I am focused about, and that's what will make me happy. This obviously, as I post this in this video, as I shut this video down, this will be play forever. And the good thing about YouTube is it basically compounds. So what I mean by compounding on YouTube versus it's kind of the reversal to Instagram and Facebook. So when you post something on Instagram and Facebook, you get your likes, your shares. It's quick, 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 quick. So it goes like that, and it starts to go down, and then it just plateaus and you forget about it. The great thing about YouTube is once you post something, it starts off very slow and then it starts to build momentum and just keeps growing and growing and growing and growing. And so that's the difference, and that's the how's what I will teach you on my social media product as well. So again, it's just basically for anyone who wants to create wealth, or if it's not about wealth, just gain a new skill. So please do check it out. I'm going to be signing off now because it's quite late. It's what 20 to 12, and I've got some other work that I need to be 20 to 12 at night. I've got some work that I need to be catching up on. So if you are new to my channel, please do hit the subscribe button, whichever side that is on. And do give it a thumbs up and do give some comments as well. What I do need, as much as possible, is comments on what you would want to see on your social media journey. So what I mean by that is, what would you like to learn? What don't you know that you would like to know? What would you like to achieve? So is it wealth? Is it the magic number what most people want? The £10,000 a month minimum. Or is it just the basic laptops lifestyle where you're earning a couple of £1,000s, a couple of $1,000 a month, but you get to travel the world and work from anywhere that you want to, because all you need is one of these, data connection or internet connection, and that is literally your business. I did post a bit of a comical video on this being worth more than a Lamborghini, which is true, and it's to do with assets and liabilities as well. So if you haven't seen that video, I would advise you to check out as well, because it is quite an insightful video, because more people think about the in fact, I've got the car that I use here. More people think about these things, the supercars, rather than what's going to get you the wealth. So people need to start thinking more about investing in themselves, not spending your 3-4 years in university and college to just because everyone else is doing it, but think about, okay, how can I start earning money from day one? And if you do invest into this course, then that's exactly what I will show you how to do. So I am going to close this video now, as my eyes are starting to close. But thank you very much for this. Again, if you are new to my channel, please do hit the thumbs up, and please do like, share, subscribe. But do also click on the link to the actual product. There is a free gift for you as well. So at least just click onto the link, get the free gift, because that will help you as well. It's a book that people used to pay $200 for back in the day, and I've actually done a lot of digging and research to actually find this book, and it's what a lot of people model their success from. So what I mean model is kind of a soft tone for copied. So basically, it's a book that has been copied by the gurus of today and made the millions from it. So this is a book that people have modeled and then created wealth from. So it's definitely a must read. So check it out, and I will see you on the next video. Good night.